Action with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Aavier Bae is our subject, making his Double-A debut in this one, so this is probably an exciting day for him.
Well, I'm sure it is, but...
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Game number 3 of this new season between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Binghamton Mets. And we'll also give you a quick look at our 2 starting pitchers as you see their numbers right there. Richie Kinney will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over near second, and there's out number 1.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label. And this is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Aavier Bae comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Woody Watson will take his cuts now. Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Omar Arnaz will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Brinkley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Todd Braxton will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Carlos Castilla will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Yeah, he's not really getting on.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Quincy Sanchez makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
This is always a tough play for a charging third baseman. Everything's got to go right, and you see the good transfer, then the sidearm fling off of the right foot, and he does a nice job of getting enough on that throw to make the play.
Eli Sanchez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. Richie Kinney will dig in. He popped out his first time. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Here's a fastball that's hit sharply to the left side, and it's going to find the hole for a 2-out knock. Aavier Bae will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And this is fouled straight back. Now a breaking ball hit on the ground to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Woody Watson will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control, 0-2. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Omar Arnaz started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Todd Braxton will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and tide is not working in his favor.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Line hard to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. Sean Ornelas will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. And he'll go the other way with the fastball as this is on the ground to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Quincy Sanchez will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a big swing as this is popped up. and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Well, usually when you get guys to pop up, means that you've got him off balance, and he's been able to mix things up all night long.
Eli Sanchez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. 5 innings. Richie Kinney will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And he gets under a curveball that time as this is lifted in the air out to left. Morton comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
And I'll tell you, I like the way he's handling himself out there. Going after guys, he's working ahead in the count, and he's keeping the ball around the plate. All the things you want to see in a young pitcher.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Woody Watson is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Feller is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Make it 6 shutout innings as he can. Omar Arnaz will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And don't quite know what was going on there, but he's into first base safely. Todd Braxton will dig in now with the runner on base. And you know, Eric, after the error, he's got to be careful out there on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to let errors go as it is, but when it's your error, way tougher. You feel like you need to make amends on your own, and that can get you into even bigger trouble.
Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. And he got him. Carlos Castilla will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. On the ground to second. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Sean Ornelas will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. In there, strike 2.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw gets him, 2 down. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0.